What's up, guys? Welcome to the Hard Carry, where we're carrying CDL matches from Twitch straight to you. I'm here with my co-host, Catalyst. What's up, Cat?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Right now, we got Optic Texas going up against the Los Angeles Guerillas. Let's check it out. Ghosty's first game as he replaces Illey on the starting lineup. Let's see how he can do in his first ever match in the CDL.
It is Optic Texas with preferred spawns for P1 as we fly in for Hotel Hardpoint. It's about to be a fun one, and understandably so. We take a look through the POV of Dan Ghosty. You can only imagine what's going through his mind, Jake, as he walks away with his opening kill.
Finds that first kill, reads the player on the pitch, but unfortunately nothing to show for it as LAG get the break. And now they are in control of the spawn.
It's alright. Shotzi's back there at P2 already.
One already gets that flip, but Jodeci's reads that play. So LAG, even with starting on the bad
he
side,
did.
they're doing a great job of just maintaining the better side of the map.
You gotta set the invite on.
Getting a lot of time off of this P1. Now the break is eventually going to come in, but now Optic have to work 2 times harder to get towards the next side of the map.
Yeah, that's exactly right. LAG, they managed to cause a bit of a dent inside of P1. They get their time and they back on up, making the smart routes. But we'll see if Optic Texas can come through with an early break, as that would set them up quite nicely. That's going to be the first 2 picks. One player spawns out. Ghosty's there to handle him. And now they deal with the fights from the front. An all-out headbutt going down inside of the lobby.
4:43. It stopped. 48, 47.
Oh, wow. I'm 7 seconds already.
Oh, jeez.
He's able to cut them off. All of LAG swanning out towards bedroom. Would look like to be a great rotation from the Guerillas.
I'll refresh it after this map to see if it gets any better.
Are not letting up. Hook finally gets taken out off of that 4 spree, but Optic Texas just took control of this game instantly.
Jay, we're only, a hard point and a half in, but
looking
that is
good so
a
far for Optic, though.
Yep.
Either way.
Just because it was,
Ghosty 4 and 2.
5
and 2.
Steps like that.
That was nice.
Hook going on a run. Dashy's on 4, and Dan Ghosty, clearly the nerves not a problem, as he is absolutely styling right now to kick off this hard point. It's a
Ghosty, Shotzi, Dashy. Can we call him Hookie?
Hookie?
Toward the kitchen. And already, Jay, we're talking about how the Guerillas are going to need a reply here.
The Guerillas are going to need a reply, but there's only one player in towards the point. All of Optic Texas. They set up the
Where was fucking LAG?
Instantly. This is Optic's best hard point that they have so far on the season. 7-2 overall record. And what makes them so great is that the majority of the time they are getting those rotations. LAG have not been able to stop the bleeding. Optic are just growing this lead even more.
It's not looking pretty for LAG.
12 in a row as a team. Optic Texas are rolling right now versus the Guerillas.
You said it. They're gonna get rickrolled.
This is LAG. This is a team that was the best hardpoint.
Yeah, they were really good at hardpoint.
Oh my.
It's a holy pace now, man.
An unreal run, as it's going to be
They do have an unreal pace. Look at them fly together.
Yeah, we fly into our bar. Guerillas have got to be dazed right now.
I'm pretty sure if you're LAG, you got all your time.
How did he not just take off Shotzi's head right there?
Oh, yeah. Maybe you're not 7 seconds ahead because that just happened.
No, I waited for a while to say it.
Oh, did you? Oh. This is perfect.
I'm on 43, 42, 41.
Okay, you're about 5. Yeah. Alright, here's a listening.
Holding main. I'm holding main. Holding left side point. You're
I'm
just gonna run right.
Yo, stun main. I stun main. One's main lobby.
I don't see him.
He's outside of mid.
He one step. One shot. Got it. He got it.
Guys, yo, top bed. Right there.
Got it.
One step back.
Push it off.
Absolutely, two. Eldas. Telling.
T1 heading. Got heady. T1 heading. Got heady.
Let's hit the shit together.
Yeah, he's
Watch out.
Stairs heady. Stairs heady.
Yeah,
One on the stairs. Let's play through this crap.
It's only got ready. I can't do shit.
Got heady dead. Got
Nice.
heady dead.
There's one more here.
One more heroes assault.
I have your help.
Push through. Let's go through. Let's go middle. One guy's main. He's middle.
One guy's gonna be bottom bed draw.
Challenging beacon. I don't see him beacon. One was here though.
We got that. One more.
That's him.
Double.
Let's go kitchen.
Last two are new. We're respawning satellite. They're spawning satellite here, guys.
There's nothing in kitchen. Nothing in kitchen. One's TV.
Yeah, dude, Arson works around the corner. He's down here.
TV, watch out.
Wait. Watch out, Bricks.
Alright, one guy ran.
Watch out.
Yeah, I'm about to cruise this.
Heard that.
Freezer, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm cruising this shit.
Yeah, one guy's going TV. One guy's going TV.
One's their
I hear you.
I don't see TV.
First shot, please.
Down TV.
Yo, he's outside freezer, guys. Outside freezer.
One.
Freezer runs.
Freezer in time.
last two.
Fly out.
Freezer weak. He's pushing through.
Pushing through.
They're gonna get mid spawn. Yeah, spawned out. Yeah, I'm gonna play through.
Yeah, when it's pouring a pool.
Freezer.
When he doubles, I think I heard him.
Is he outside, right?
Yeah, he's like somewhere.
Good scrap. This is good scrap.
Might be playing exits. Yeah, minute rocks.
Right, I got him. Don't make him tell me.
I don't see him, Rogues.
Go.
I got time.
Go.
Hear that?
Let's go front. Let's go.
A long ass listening.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I was like, that's like the longest listening I've ever heard. But Hook and Ghosty were flying catwalk together right there. It's dope.
Oh, yeah.
But Ghosty was keeping up. Hook was yelling. He was making it happen.
Hook shit on! I heard that.
They are not slowing
Yeah.
down. 185-70 so far in this game.
Jay, this is their first match of the Major 3 qualifiers. They sound like they're in the grand final in front of the Optic Texas fans already. They have come out with a point to prove. Hook is hitting long-range shots, and they're about to hit the 200-point mark before LAG has even crossed 80. This has just been downright dominant across the board. As we said, man, this team, lots of pressure on him.
Ghosty.
Feel like it right now, just given
I
the
mean,
fact
he's
of
not
Ghosty
absolutely
coming into this
slaying,
game. We
but
talked
he's
about
9 and
commercial
7.
roster change
Don't
for
need
this
to when you
roster
got full
since
control.
Scump has left the team, so there's a lot of pressure on how Shotzi and Dashi are going to be now that they're kind of making the decisions. But I know it is a very, very small sample size, but right now, early on, it is looking fantastic all across the board.
Oh, yeah.
Ghosty.
Mistakes. Finally, Ghosty is able to get into the double digits, into kills, but who cares about the stats? You're almost up by 200 points. Optic Texas, 35 seconds from closing this one out. This is where LAG did find a lot of time off of 16 seconds off of their P1, doing a great job of just maintaining this side of the map for now. As they're chaining a couple kills together, Exceed is able to find 3, so this is where you put the pressure on, try to flip those spawns.
Dashi is trying to hold that back, but they're spawning out.
It is MW2 after all, so you got to be cautious of having those chains come on forward. This game is by no means done as of yet, but this next hard point is absolutely going to tell.
There you go. That's 3 big ones.
Hit the feed. Exceed, most specifically, still on that run, as that's now going to be 6 in a row.
Oh, Exceed though, got to cruise.
If there's somebody from LAG that's going to try
Oh,
to
Exceed.
it could be this man right here. 25
Oh.
go for Optic, but you wouldn't be able to tell
Oh.
based off of Exceed's POV doing his best to get this team going as they finally hit 100 points.
Just trying to show some life, man. Trying to get right back into this game. At least make it
Break it,
close.
Optic.
A
There you go.
respectable score
It's
right towards
over.
the very end.
There
As
you
Optic
go.
Texas
One
is
left.
able to
Assault
find
in the
all
mid.
Kills, already flipped the spawns, and they can close it out with a dominant P2 hold. All of LAG trying to push through middle. One player gonna flank through Shandy's. One push left, and Optic, if they hold on, the game is over.
Yeah, they can absolutely win it here and then some. 8 seconds to go.
Oh,
LAG,
yeah.
They've got to get a move on. Somebody's going to jump on forward. Ghosty cleaning.
Oh, I thought if he would have got that last guy.
2 more points is all you need. Can Hook light him up?
Just
Not
rotate.
to be
Just
the
rotate.
case.
Just rotate.
Dashi still has a chance. He will drop. And
Ghosty got
LAG stay
fucking
alive
hit
for
on the
now.
rotation.
LAG stay alive for
Joe
now, but
deceives.
with only 2 points. Optic Texas, they
Has
can
to.
fight scrap time. They can hold hill. They don't even have to rotate if they don't decide to. Just have to find 1 set of kills. Ghosty finds one towards the back. Hook's gonna strike from
That's
the middle
it.
map. The break is in.
Oh,
and Optic
wait.
Texas
That's it.
are potentially gonna
That's
take
game.
that one. Yes, they are. Optic.
Optic
Come out
absolutely
swinging.
roll 'em. We love to see it.
I tell you what, Jay.
Love to see
That
it.
is a sight to behold. We got some smiles, we got some smirks. And if you are Dan Ghosty, you're thinking, hey, I got the pressure on me a bit. I want to try to perform in my first match. Hey, you know what? The rest of the
Okay,
guys just
I like it.
completely
I like it.
I'll
That's
have
what
my moment.
Optic Texas
But
is
rarely
supposed
do
to
you
look
see
like.
a team come out in their opening match and light it up like that.
Just absolutely held control the whole time. Hook,
fucking frying.
20 and 13 for Hook. 18 and 12 for Ghosty. Exceed 22 and 15. Doing what he can, but Joe deceives. Shit the bed, bro. 6 and 17. Look at that, 20 non-tradeds for
I don't
Exceed.
know what's been going on with the Guerillas, boys. Ever since this squad has been formed, they were
What's the
dominant
lobby?
all throughout stage 2. Like you said, 8-2 in the online qualifiers, but when they got
Very
to
good
the
game
major,
for Optic.
They start to shake up a little bit. They went 1 out of 4. I mean, 1 out of 5 in their hard points. Only won 1, and that was versus Vegas. something's gotta go. Something's gotta give.
I feel like XC may have been pushing too much and
Maybe.
kind of doing the hero thing, you know what I mean? Kind of
Joe Deceives is usually doing that though, and for some reason he just was getting duped on this game. Optic was just holding them irons, bro.
7 seconds. You are now going to spawn all the way across the map if you don't win that trade battle. So LAG just making a lot of mistakes in that opening hard point, not winning their gunfights off rotation. Optic capitalized on every situation that they had. And when you grow the lead the way that they do, you were able to take a couple risks, hit the junk time here and there whenever you wanted. Optic just didn't make any mistakes, man. Dominant map number 1 from that.
Yeah, without question. I know that the Scum Watch Party, I'm sure, is going wild right now after performance like that. And something interesting, too, is that, you know, they had the opportunity to talk to Ghosty pretty early. I think one of his
All right,
first
I'm going to
games
refresh real
being
quick.
on this roster.
See if I...
Him, you know, obviously how he feels, what's it like to be on the team, you know, how our scrimmage is going. And he's like...
Let's go ahead and shut that down.
I can hear the background audio in your room.
Yeah, I don't have a noise suppression on the party chat audio, so it is what it is on the party. I have it better on the recording.
To you, was it maybe the comms that we had a chance to listen in on?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing that I took away was just the energy that he was able to provide. Keep in mind, you're playing for Optic. Like, this is your first time in the pro scene. The guy made it from the CCL, the college.
I'm in the garage.
Then he works his way into challengers.
Much better internet connection in here. I haven't had a problem all day.
On Optic,
Nice.
like that is not normal.
It's because there's someone like right on the other side of where the
Yeah, it's just got one wall instead of 4 walls to go through.
I don't think there's any insulation there either.
Insane. So I'm really excited what we saw
probably
today
not.
That I
in that
remember.
map number 1.
It's been a while since I've been in your garage, but
he's able to do
Probably
search and
not,
destroy
no.
because
Usually you
we're
don't
the
do
best touch
insulation
they
on
said
interior
Optic,
walls.
Hey, we don't got a sniper
Right.
no more. We know Dashy has the opportunity, but Ghosty, he's
But you never
unreal
know
with
if that
that
garage is
sniping
built
hand.
on afterward or not.
I've had the chance to watch him play
very
rank
true.
play, watch him play some 8s. The guy just
Well,
does it with
they don't
any
even
weapon
have
that
the
he
outer
wants in his
wall
hand.
insulated like they're
1.5
supposed to in here, so.
S&D all throughout challenges, so that gap is going to be filled really quickly once he pulls out that boomstick.
You know, it's
Yep,
crazy,
we're
man.
gonna
It
see
really
some
is. To
Ghosty
think
snipe
about the
boomstick
rise that he's
action.
had 3 weeks ago, he's playing in challengers. The
I hope
guys
so.
with pre-law, all kinds of classes going on at the University of Illinois, and then all
What?
of a sudden,
What?
he gets a call from Dashy and says, "Hey, do you want to join the team?"
Baseball.
And he's like, "Well, of course I
Smoke 'em
want
if
to
you
join
got
the
'em.
team as a substitute." And Dashy goes, "No," in the starting lineup. A wild last few weeks for him. Living in Texas now at the Hex quarters, and one thing that I'm sure a lot of people are excited about, Jay, is that the guy's no longer on 90 FPS. That was one thing that I took away.
Ooh.
He was playing at 90 FPS. He got to the Hex quarters, and he finally got to see how MW2 should be played. So if we're talking about how elite he can be when it comes down to the stats, how great he can be with the sniper, imagine the potential now that he's playing at the same speed as everybody else.
He was dropping a 1.3 overall
Shotzi's
KD
camera's turned off because
challenges
Scum's
on
actually
90
playing for him.
FPS. Like,
God damn it, Shotzi!
That's insane.
Shotzi's
You probably can't
in
see
a
half the
Scump
players he's killing on the
suit
map,
on
but
Skunk's watch party.
still putting up those crazy numbers is insane.
Yeah.
Now you're at 200 plus. Like, you see everything. You see
just
all
has
the
one of
colors,
those, like,
especially on a map like
good
Mercado.
joke
Like, this map
disguises
stands out,
with the
brother.
glasses and the mustache and the nose.
Without question, and
I put those
already
guys on my
LAG, it
shorts.
is, a mental check for sure, as they've got to wipe that away, get focused
There
on
was
the
some
search
great
and
value
destroy,
Skunks
and
at Major 2.
I tell you what, man, like we said, when they've been so great at hardpoint, it feels like for them they're typically up 1-0 in those series, and then when it came down to Major 2, they're not winning those hardpoints. That's where we started to see the issues with the roster. The search destroys were not guaranteed. The controls were definitely not guaranteed.
Alright.
Hope that these guys
Can
are doing
Optic
a lot
stay
of
good
prep
in
work
search?
in lead up to Major 3, especially
Well,
on
Guerillas
maps
is
like
zero
this
lead
one.
this
Nice.
season on this map.
Nice
So
nade.
far throughout the season, as we get involved into the fight nice and early, it is Hook and Arsenes finding kills for the respective rosters.
Yeah, and they got to show the work on their attacking grounds because they're 11th in the league. Going against Optic Texas, who are 3rd on the defensive end. The first blood comes in from Hook with the nade, but the trades
Shotzi
are
on the
there
flank.
for the Guerillas. So now in the 3v2 situation, you know you don't want to try to put this bomb down instantly as they get the information onto
Scumsy.
Dashy, but look at Shotzi. Is he trying to set up for a wallbang?
That's
Yes,
fuck
indeed.
you.
No
Seen this
way
spot
that
a few
works with a
times.
fucking
Start to be
SMG.
posted on
Yeah, it does.
socials now that rank play is out.
You shoot through it like paper,
I'm sure
bro.
for LAG, they're at least now aware
thought
of his
the spot was
position.
G8,
So with that, the
honestly.
bomb goes down, and it's up to the 2v3 retake.
2v3 retake.
Usually don't
Optic.
GA wallbang spots. They usually GA like
Shotzi
spots
and
that you
Dashy
can
are
see
gonna
through
recoup.
and shit.
Get next to
That
each
you're
other,
not supposed
trying
to.
for a couple traces.
I'm
They're
into
gonna
the
work their way
lines of
up, but they
sight.
see this,
Yeah.
they're gonna cut them down.
But
LAG
wall
played the
bangs,
numbers correctly.
if
They
you figure 'em
maintain map
out-
control. They get some information before they dedicate
He
themselves.
almost had it lined up right.
And they secure the very first round of the map. Keep in mind, Optic had no trophies to work with, so they weren't able to get in towards
Optic got
Cantinas.
first blood on
LAG
that too,
with
so
the aggression, take round
with a
one.
nade.
And that's just one of the prime reasons we talk about Cantina Control and Mercado. The reason why we focus so often in Search Destroy on this map and that particular location. Try to make a retake on a team that's got control over it, the bomb down. Nearly an impossible task. We'll see what Optic Texas looks to do now on their attacks.
Shotzi just running at him.
For Shotzi and Mercado, make his way up through middle. Starting to cause some problems. First
There you
one
go.
guaranteed. How about the second one? Do we hear three? Not this time. Assault, thankfully, able to even up the numbers as he'll
Wait,
find two
what
on
time
the
are you
opposite
at?
side.
107.
That's great work right there from Assault. He was
Okay,
trapped.
we're like
All
3
the players from
seconds
Optic
off from
Texas
each
knew
other.
his
It's not
positioning, but
too
he's able to
bad.
find two.
I have been
get up
watching
with his
all day
life.
without
Now to be
refreshing,
able
so
to make
that's
it
why I
a
was like,
manageable
oh.
play. As the bomb is
Yeah.
going to be down.
Plus,
pops
yeah,
that dead side,
uploading
is
to
gonna work his
YouTube.
way all the way through back alley, while Assault is just keeping
I have been
them,
watching and uploading at the
looking
same
at him,
time.
putting all the focus
Yeah.
onto Assault. But RCD's with this position. He can make the
2v2.
play.
He absolutely can. Both AR combos facing off against each other. It's Arcides who comes out on top of that engagement, gets stuck on the bar, but does manage to get a good old haircut en route to staying alive. And now it is all on to the rookie, Ghosty, for a 1v2.
He has
Not
got
going to happen. It
Arcides.
is all Alec starting things off 4-0.
That's a great round right there from LAG because it was a 4v2. That was a 4v2 round. If you are Optic Texas, you got to make sure you're able to find that trade onto Assault so then you can eventually put that bomb down. But once he's able to get two, turn it into a 2v2, Optic slow down their round. They're trying to see where they're going to attack from, but by the time Dashy turns around to pick up back alley, RCD is already there.
Bada bing, bada
You
boom,
take
bada
him
bada
down,
blah, blah, blah.
and you get towards your teammate to play the trade. And then RCD finds the final kill onto Ghosty. LAG, 2-0.
See if they can make it 3. Just trying to get involved in the search destroy early. As you can tell, the vibe.
God damn it, Al.
Now in the Guerillas camp. That's now 5 in a row for Arcides. Does lose his teammate. Has to be careful with his life. Great job for Optic Texas to single him out. However, once they find that kill, they don't really find too many after it. And as the dust settles very quickly, Jay, it is Hook in a 1v2.
Yeah, it was all back and forth. Nothing but trades, but LAG come out on top.
I think Hook
Now,
is so
Hook has
cracked
the
that it like
opportunity,
messed
but
up the
that's on
fucking.
top to at least take down the first. That's how
Oh,
Hook! Gonna go for the challenge. He's able
Oh!
to clutch on up.
Oh, he's
Play.
so
What a
cracked.
From Hook to Nuke. With that vast Nev in hand, keeps the engagements closed, finds the first, finds
Beautiful
the snap
drop
onto
shot.
Assault. Great plays from the Nuke to clutch up the 2v1.
That's drop shotting
Now
to
Optic
its
finally
core
get
right
one on the
there.
board.
The Hook is ready to go, man. He was absolutely locked in that opening hard point. He was dropping bombs. He was fiery in the comms as well.
That was nice.
And right
play.
there where Optic Texas very much needs an answer, he is able to deliver. And a good old 1v2. Pops Daddy hits the route, and from there, Optic Texas
God
very
damn.
much still alive. And
They
this
threw
search
everything.
destroys. They head back to attack, and as we said, very commonly so, over toward that A side again.
There you go.
Look at Hook. He reads the play from
Hook with the
McSee.
drop shot
They know
again.
what Joe Deceive is. Hook is gonna fly. He's gonna find another. Now this time you can't let Assault. You cannot let him get two. You have the numbers. Play your
There you
trees.
go.
As you have one player in shots,
Ooh,
working
holy
towards
shit.
the
There you
break. Gonna
go.
run right
Good
into
That bomb
play,
took me to
Optic.
the
It's a
nether
perfect
realm.
round from Optic. All
Oh
on the
yeah,
back of
you
Hook.
went to the shadow realm,
Finds
did
the
you?
initial two.
Oh, yeah.
They don't allow Assault to get two this time around. And then they send
Oh, that's
shots on the
funny.
deep flank to eventually take down
I had to
Arcides.
mute my mic for a minute
Nothing
there.
but aggression. This map is so damn fast.
Jay Hook literally kills 2 people. He's got to be one shot and just jumps out. Ready
He's feeling
for the
himself,
gunfight
man.
versus Assault, who is one of the more steady ARs that we've got in the game. Just absolutely feeling it. Goes for the heat check. And thankfully, Optic Texas do not throw that round away. But Hook, a lovely little force spree for the team. That one does come to a
got
halt,
an ace?
but nonetheless. 2 rounds.
He had 2 right there.
Before
Before he got killed. Maybe even 3.
Joe Deceives, he's got all the information that he could want. Regardless of that, though, Hook is just continuing to light it up.
Hook is still just flying and frying. Like, finally, you're able to take this guy down. Now in a 2v2. You know the positioning of Dashy.
Damn,
And
Dashy
Ghosty, the
was
shot-
so
Wow!
cool.
So
What's
they're able to
up?
pick up the kill. Now in the 1v1.
Oh,
Ghosty
Dashy
with
was
the beat.
so
Ghosty
cool
beat
with
him
it.
down.
Boy, hit him with the Mayweather. That's what you want to do if you are the young rookie. 3 rounds in a row for Optic.
We gotta see this again. We gotta see this again.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow. Oh, he dropped shot, beat him down.
the gun and shove it. Goodness sake.
He's happy about that one.
Just a little eyebrow raise. Says, yep, you know. It's what I do. It's what I do. That was a big moment, though, in this game, Jay. I mean, like, if Exceed clutches that out, we're talking about now LAG. Now they get the momentum back, but that is now 3 rounds in a row.
That was only
For
Ghosty's
Optic
second
Texas.
kill.
Joe Deceive still yet to get on the board. We'll see if that can
Ooh.
change
Sniper
up.
just brought out.
Exceed now is looking to bring out the big
That's
guns.
what
We
you
still
do
yet to see
to
that
people
sniper from
running
Optic
at you.
Texas. Regardless of it, though, Nashy's at least able to find one, and we'll see if good old Joey D can get on the board.
Joe
Mr.
Deceives is absolutely
Can you find your kill in
duking
this
right
round?
now.
He's going to know that Dashy is going to be sitting in towards top canteen as Exceed with that sniper. Watching that right window. Gotta get out. Gotta get out. You're in a 3v2 now. Just force Optic to plant this bomb.
Still a lot of time on the clock. A lot of opportunity. Still, if an LAG player decides to peek on out, we'll see if Dashy can get that information. He absolutely has it. They still need to grab that bomb. We'll see if they decide to make that rotation. Player number 2 in Exceed is still holding the mid lane with the sniper. Ghosty and Dashy are
Look
going
at
to know
him.
that. I mean, it's just shoulders aplenty right now for the Guerillas, Jay.
Yeah, the Guerillas. They just want to force them to bomb plant. They see it was that player that was watching the cross. He rotates back. He's able to take down Dashy.
Ghosty.
Oh! Oh!
Oh my!
Oh!
Oh my! If he would have clutched that, Lando,
Oh my
I don't know
goodness.
what would have happened.
That would have been
Almost did.
insane.
I think the timeline
Joe
would have
Deceives finally able to get one. Without question.
Shots
Joe
on.
Deceives able to get on the
Joe
board. Finally.
Deceives,
Put one
if
up
he
there.
shits on
LAG
Joe
take the
Deceives
round.
there, it's
He's just like, yeah,
shock for
right.
him.
Started off 0-5. Really just allowed for Dan Ghosty just to come with a quick little 1v3. All good. Sweat off the brow. Got to focus up if you're the Guerillas. Thankfully, you're able to finally stop the bleeding. After going up 2-0, you release 3 rounds in a row. The opposite direction, but Jay, these have just been fast-paced rounds. What we expect here on Mercado, but you can tell both of these teams are just ready to showcase that aggression. Right as we say that, though, Optic Texas does decide to back on up. They will hand over top Cantina to the Guerillas, and we'll see if LAG and Vindy get that bomb down early, or if they end up getting spotted out. Ghosty's in a great spot.
Yeah, that's their biggest thing. That you want to try to get this bomb down, knowing that Optic don't have control of hedges. You just have Shotzi, who's working his way all the way around the flank. Optic are trying to put him in the vice grip, setting up the trap, knowing that all of the players are going to be over towards Cantinas. They're just waiting for LAG to try to risk this bomb plant, so then eventually someone can make the play.
I mean, just look at those arrows right now for Optic. They literally have everything covered, and you can feel it for the Guerillas. I mean, they're dropping the bomb down. They just do not feel comfortable. 30 seconds still to go. And Arseny's finally looks to get down to that objective, but you just see players
Shotzi finally
poking you out. Exceed's looking to jump forward. He gets dropped as well. And now it's all on to Assault and Joe Deceives.
And I'm pretty sure Shotzi just wallbanged them on that situation. Was able to take that player off bomb. Now it's Joe Deceives in the 1v3.
Did he really do that shit? Oh my gosh. I want to see that shit work.
What a round. They set up the trap. You get Shotzi to work all the way around the flank. Now you know that there's no players from LG towards mid. No players trying to be aggressive in towards B. They're all trying to attack towards A. And with that time dwindling, that player that was sitting mid-alley puts down a couple shots to the player on site, but then it sets up Shotzi to set up the wall.
Yeah, right here.
Look at him. Shotzi knows. He knows, and that's the Vazdev.
Oh my god. I can't believe that works.
It worked out this time around. They secured the defense. Now up 4-3.
I know that spot has been, around the TL already. But,
I mean, I can see it working with a Scar, but with a Vaznev?
Like it's paper, bro. You can do it with a pistol.
Great little play coming in from Shotzi, but we are very much here into round number 8.
Okay, Joe Deceives, I think, got 3 right there.
Damn, that was a
The
fast round.
responsibilities of finding
Either
all
Exceed got 2
four.
or Joe Deceives got 3.
After experiencing that wall bang as they get right
Joe
back
Deceives
into
got
it
3.
again.
This is just headbutt after headbutt in towards Cantinas. But this time the LAG SMGs make it happen. Joe Deceives goes from 1-5 to now 5-6. Has stepped up tremendously for the Guerillas. All tied at 4. And One thing that really stood out to me that Tim sent me some stats, Lando. He said LAG, they're 0-3 on this map. They played it all throughout stage 2, and they lost it every single time 4-6. So they got 4 rounds. Do they lose the next 2?
It's actually wild. Wow.
Yeah.
Of all the things of just, you talk about like, you know, curses and stuff, a very oddly specific one, but take a look at the route from Shotzi again. So you throw out the utility. He's got dead silence.
He just lost dead silence.
So now he's got to be careful and not going to expect it in the slightest. Information onto it.
Yeah, baby.
There you go. The beams from Shotzi feeling comfortable, but at the same
One
time,
rotated all the way. Exceed went all the way around.
He also pops dead silence. So this could be an instant reply right here from the Guerillas.
If I'm Exceed, though, with your teammate rotating over towards me, you just want to watch this cross. This is a perfect play. So now Optic Texas on the retake. In the 3v2, you're getting the sound because if you are Exceed, they're coming back right in front of you. Just got to get this trade quick. If you
no
are
way.
Take him down. Exceed makes it 2v1.
Wow.
Give them all 3, Exceed. Not one to hesitate. See Shotzi come through with the plays and says, yeah, I may go ahead and do that myself. And Jay, in a situation like
what
that,
was
he
this
called it
guy
perfectly.
What
All
was
he has
Dashy
to do
doing there?
is
Just
sit
oh
and
my
wait.
god.
He gets the sound cues, takes down Shotzi, takes down Dashy,
I should
and
call
has
you
some words
Dashy
from
J.
Ghosty as
Haley.
well. The only man who did
TJ
not bow
Dashy.
down to Optic in that opening hard point. And comes through in the search destroy and gives us a good old triple. LAG now up 5-4. And it's Exceed again, who is doing everything possible to keep his boys up.
This time Optic, they're going to switch it on up. Not going to send all 4 players towards Cantina immediately, so you're going to give up this side of the map, LAG. Maintain map control, but it's all going to be about this 1v1 across towards B. Shotzi versus Archdies. Shotzi's able to spot him, but you can't pick up the kill, so now you have to get out with your life. But at least you know that there's one player on that side of the map. You got some information.
It's a 2-2 split right now for LAG. You got 2 at B, you got 2 at A. And really, it's just a matter for Optic Texas on which one do you look to bully out, which one do you feel more comfortable with. And given that Hook has just popped dead silence, it appears that a rush in toward A is all but imminent. He's got Ghosty behind him. Looking to make the route. Spots the legs, but can't finish off the kill. A big one for Assault as Ghosty looks to enter in toward the fight. There is nobody who's going to be there. If there's somebody in middle, that actually is going to be Archdies. He's able to cut away another. Ghosty gets bad timing, and now quickly, it is all up to Bruce. And what will be a 1v4 now turned into a 1v3, 15 seconds left. A bomb still to plant. Jay, this is not looking likely. It's not looking good.
Oh yeah, it's over. It's over. LAG are going to be able to take map number 2 back in front. They have lost Mercado S&D 4-6 every time.
Maybe they just don't have the S&D reps yet.
Closing it out in a 6-4 fashion.
As a brand new team.
It was just the SMGs,
right?
Man. The SMGs.
I mean, they did well.
Yeah, they got 4. I mean,
nice and early to the ARs on the side of LAG.
they just couldn't close out.
When it was,
LAG played well at the end there. Going to see how well they do in control.
As they take over in this search and destroy, Exceed makes the play.
12-7 for Exceed.
Overall in the KD department. Just played great, man. It was like him and Shotzi running right by each other. That 4-4 round, Exceed went all the way on the deep flank. Shotzi went through mid. Shotzi finds 2, but Exceed finds 3 on his flank. So it was just a back and forth game.
And 9 untraded kills.
Over towards that A side, but LAG, they're able to take this one now, tie the series up at 1.
Yeah, it's a big moment.
No more positive
Perfectly,
on
my friend.
Optic.
Exceed needs the big play. That 2 versus 3. He finds the triple, and from there, the team rallies behind him. We said that somebody needs to step it up for sure.
This could be a long game. Could come down to the end. We'll see.
There to do it. Had a great performance in the hard point despite the dominant loss. He comes through with one of his better S&D performances here in this game number 2. And just like that, Jay, we talked about a dominant hard point, a well-replied S&D from the Guerillas. Lots of question marks on this roster. What happens if they lose hard points moving forward? It clearly seems that they have been in the lab when it comes to search destroy, but have they been when it comes to control?
I don't know, man. The next control is LSilo. Neither one of these squads have had a lot of success on it, so I think whoever takes this control.
I thought it was going to be an easy 3-0.
Okay, well, that's a big
Moving
statement. It is
on
the
so
swing
far.
vote for a reason. We'll see who can grab that
Yeah.
advantage.
Well, LAG still got a little fight in them. They ain't giving it up quite yet, he says. So,
Hitting us with a small break,
yeah.
which means it's cigarette time.
Little breaky poo here. I didn't even see what games are tomorrow. But a couple really good ones today. That Boston-London game was good. Beans played well again.
Yeah, I caught the ass end of it.
My pick
I took a nap for like an hour.
My pick for the next breakout star is playing well on his start.
I have 3 of the Optic boys.
Yeah, I picked Beans and Capsidle didn't play good, so kind of shit there.
I think I have Cammy for my 4th.
I have Shotzi, so he'll be alright. He'll do me good.
I think Shotzi's the only one I didn't pick, honestly. Let me see.
Did I pick Ghosty?
I definitely picked Ghosty. I got Cammy, Dashy, Ghosty, and Hook.
Oh, I had Sib, Shotzi, Capsidle, and Beans. Those are my 4. Sib, Shotzi, Capsidle, Beans.
I don't even remember if Capsule did well or not in the Florida game.
Nope. Not really. Not good enough. Not good enough. Not good enough.
This was such a play by Hook.
Yeah. That was dope. Beans has arrived. The El Asilo.
$30.
I don't like that I'm writing down Exceed's name from my making short stuff. Stop that.
Mm.
Howdy, friends, and welcome back. The LA Guerillas taking on Optic Texas for really both teams. First series here in Major number 3. As we're 2 games deep, and currently it is a 1-1 scoreline. Jay, as we get ready to load in for a El Asilo control talk to me. What do you want to see out of Optic Texas? What do you want to see from LAG? Give me one thing in specific for both of these rosters right now.
We need to see Optic Texas take some attacking rounds because they are great on the defensive end. 3rd overall in the league. It's just they do struggle with their attacking rounds. So you got to try to find some success there. And then on the opposite side for LAG, they just struggle in control in general when it comes to slaying. Between all 3 maps, every single map, they have a team KD of a 0.8. So you're not going to win controls if you're not able to find the kills. We know it's 30 to 30 in lives, but you have to be able to slay to take somewhat map control and try to be the aggressors, be the tone setters on the map. So for LAG, it's all about the kills. For Optic Texas, all about the attacking rounds.
Okay, that is the definition. What you need to be looking out for both of these rosters, as we talk about so often, control a game
all right.
mode that maybe isn't focused
Come on,
on as
Optic.
much as it should be, but
Maybe search isn't your thing, but you can win all the respawns and we can still kick their ass.
Off of a dominant respawn, LAG off of a very gritty search and destroy victory. And historically for the Guerillas, Jay, throughout CDL history, every year of the CDL, the Guerillas have been bottom of the barrel in the league when it comes down to game 3, domination or control. They finally need to get a roster that can walk away with some dubs in this spot. We'll see if they can come away with a crucial one today. As Optic Texas start things off on attack, and Shotzzy, well, he looks to hit some routes.
Yeah, Shotzzy, he's just trying to be a rat. Just trying to find the timing on a couple of these players on the side of LAG. But with his teammates dropping, you have to eventually allow them to get out of the spawn. You might want to try to back up, or at least stay aggressive to catch a couple players coming off spawn. As Shotzzy gets the information, 2 players are going to spawn out towards Cliff. The stun is able to connect, but Optic, we need to get a move on it. Let's try to get over towards that A point if we can.
This is the life of an SMG on Elasilo. We go to A, we go to B, and now we're back at A. I finally got a kill, and let's see what they can do about it. Shotzzy, the first line of defense, has got to be careful inside of that A zone, as he'll be the man that helps grab that first segment. Meanwhile, Hoop trying to do a bit of damage. He also will fall. So Ghosty drops, and now it is all up to Shotzzy. I mean, on his POV,
Shotzzy is going to town.
He's just not dying, bro.
But he has really been the guy to do the OBJ so far.
That's the thing,
He has not died the entire map. Still sitting at a nice
he just died.
1-0, but finally he's
I know,
able to
right?
take down Assault and Joel Deceive combined for 3. And are able to not allow Optic Texas to close out this A point and extend time by a minute. So now with 35 seconds, Optic have to try to fight out of their spawn. Couple stuns connect, able to find the kill onto Joe Deceives, and they see 2 dead. This is where you strike towards 1 of these points.
We'll see if Assault can stay alive, because right now Arshties is on the other side of the map, so he'll have to go clutch, wait for a few teammates to come off his spawn, and really, he looks to buy time by going on the flank. The smart route, the smart hits coming in from the vet, as he'll eventually
3 down.
But everybody else will line up.
All right, they got A.
For Optic Texas, and with that, the stack will be in. That is 3 segments in the books and another minute added onto the clock.
And now look at the positioning right now of Shotzzy. Oh, he was able to get called out. Joe Deceive is able to take him down. So now if you are LAG, these kills are massive because you don't want to go forward in and then eventually spawn all the way to the back left. But as long as you're maintaining this cliff side, you will spawn closer to this B point. So Optic is trying to chain a couple of these kills together. You have a couple players trying to go on the flank. Hoop is going to get taken care of. LAG so far holding on.
You can tell right now for Dash and Ghosty, they're just kind of waiting. Maybe Shotzzy to hit a route, waiting for somebody to reveal themselves. Joe Deceives, eager as ever to get involved in the gun engagements, and he's responsible for taking down both.
Optic they got 3 down now, though.
Texas at the same time, though.
Someone's back in their spawn. Shotzzy. He's in their shit.
And right now for our
they
he's
just
doing
got
his
him.
best to try to cut away someone who is in their base. Shotzzy eventually drops, but by his positioning being where it was, Jay, it has now opened up a lane for Optic to get onto that B zone.
Yeah, the clock is going to be stopped. And keep in mind, when you're paying attention to those lives remaining, it's 7 to 10 with 30 seconds now. You're able to take Ghosty off.
They need to kill this guy right here.
Optic are trying to set up this pinch. This is going to be their last push. The player that's coming off spawn, which is going to be Ghosty, has to play nice and slow, but Arshties is cutting them down through the back end. With only 15 seconds left, Optic got to go.
To do indeed. However, Arshties does get sniffed out, so that's going to be the first pick.
little
Joe
rat spot.
Deceives, the farthest pushed up player right now for Guerillas, doing his best, and it's all on the rookies.
Hook has got to be, got to get on. No.
That's it. Assault will clean up the last one, and from there, the Guerillas
They got 4 ticks,
able
though.
to walk away with what was a very, very hard-fought defensive round for them. They go up 1-0.
I think the good job from LAG, though, is that they didn't give up A that easy to Optic Texas. They were able to trade efficiently when they needed to. And then with them giving up that 8 point. It was 18 of 14 in lives remaining. Optic Texas didn't
That
have any
pin
white
side?
control. They
I
were forced to
guess.
overextend throughout that backside
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
courtyard. And they just played right into what LAG wanted them to do. The ARs are holding down the back end, finding
Alright.
the kills. The
Now
SMGs
Optic
were
just
pushed
has to
up.
hold on
LAG
defense.
holds strong on the first round.
But you called it, my friend. We talked about Optic Texas in the slang. We talked about, rather, LAG in the slang. We talked about Optic Texas on their attack. So far, great sign for the Guerrilla fans. But now this is really where the questions come in. How are they going to play in their opening attacking side? As we said, this new roster struggled mightily very early on with this team when it came down to control. We're not able to find W's on any map that they played. Slowly but surely, they've started to figure things out, and with the rookies coming into the team, oftentimes it could fall into them to see where the success will lie. As Joe Deceives does eventually get found out, that is 30 seconds wiped off the clock, and so far for Guerillas, Jay, nothing to speak for.
Yeah, nothing to speak for, but you at least do have the positioning from Arcities in towards bottom lockers. So now you can potentially stop this clock by
They got
hopping
A
onto
and
the
B.
point, but now it's going to set up Shotzi, who's working his way on that late flank. He's canceling those spawns, now going to force the remaining players from LAG all spawn to attack towards A. You get that player off B, but it's looking like LAG are going to transition over, try to close out A early.
See if they'll be successful in that venture. Meanwhile, Arcees is just having a phenomenal time right now in Elasilo.
Oh,
Find
no.
Another, you bet he will. It's now 4 in a row for Alec. Wants to keep that streak intact. As he will quickly pivot, pirouette back
They got
toward
A.
that A zone.
They're very
Another
close
just
to
warehouse.
tying
He realizes his team
Optic's tick
have done
count.
just fine on one side of the map while he has handled business on the other. Arcities doing his best to try to come away with a round number 2 victory. Spot Shotzi from afar, can't clean him up. Gonna communicate that over to the roster as he'll continue to take over and map positioning, finally sniffed out from Ghosty.
Yeah, LAG are just trying to find where Optic are playing at, but all the players are scattered across the map, and they all win their one-on-one. So now with all the players from LAG coming all spawn, Hook reads the overextensions, able to find another kill. Currently on a 4 spree, picks up that tack to hold this down. But now there's a minute left. LAG have to slow this one down. You have to get these players out of your base. You don't have any white control. Hook is just flying. He's frying. That's another 3 dead in the feed. Optic showing why they are one of the best teams on the defensive end.
I was getting ready to say, Jay, I mean, for LAG, you kind of like this style a bit where you're able to, I don't know, kind of allow for Optic Texas to not be in these high engagement situations, and they quickly find a few, but we'll see if Guerillas can have a spectacular end. 30 seconds to go. They're down dramatically when it comes to lives, so we're thinking early about those round 5s. They're going to sit quite comfortably as long as this round goes their way.
They're on the
Currently, it
point.
looks to be that way. Exceed pretty much soloed out. He's got a nade at his feet. He's got Shotzi right in front of him. 18 seconds to go as Optic Texas continue to wipe away the Guerillas. There could be a flank though. There could be a position. This is where Ghosty has got to make the right play. He eventually does get found out, so now all the pressure begins to fall on Shotzi. He's got to stay alive.
Oh,
He's
no.
But he drops. A team kill is inbound, but you got 2 players on
Arcities
the
team
point.
killed.
Got 2 players on the point. Hook is at least able to take
Well, they
down.
tied.
and
They
so
tied the
Wait for your
ticks.
teammates to get into the play. Just gonna go for the ego chow. At least Ghosty is able to find 2 in the feed. Last player on the point is gonna be
All right.
Assault. He gets
They
taken
just tied
care of.
ticks.
Not too bad, not
And
too
Optic
bad.
Texas holds strong
They did
on
the
the
exact-
defensive
All we gotta do is win a
round.
round.
All
They just
tied
did
up
the
in
exact
segments
same
at
thing
4.
Optic did, so.
LAG almost made that happen.
They did. I feel like for Assault, he was just dodging nades. He was dodging bullets. He was just waiting for a teammate to come off a spawn. And that is what we know on Elasilo control, my friend. Like, it's just a matter of, like, you find a few kills in a row, and then instantly what seemed to be a pretty well-controlled defensive side from Optic Texas ends up being a scary situation toward the stretch. And in the end, as you said, they give up that 1 segment over at that B zone, and now we are tied. In need of a big moment here on the attacking side for Optic Texas. We'll see what they can do about it. As they send 4 strong through the middle of the warehouse. Meanwhile, Joe Deceives looking to get all kinds of comfortable inside of their base.
Yeah, Joe Deceives is just going to take his time, but that stun is going to connect. The nade is going to connect. Ghosty is able to take him down. So now with 2 dead on the side of Optic. Probably just want to transition your way over towards B because the spawns for LAG are going to be towards the back left, but that's already 3 dead in the feed. Would look like to be a great play about to be set up from Optic. Instantly gets shut down by all the kills on the side of the Guerillas.
Okay, they got 2
Optic
over here at
Texas
B.
now all spawning at white. You have to sprint on forward towards that B point.
really the biggest player right now on the map. Very well could be Joe Deceives, given his opportunity. At the same thing, you could also call it for assault. Nice little flank being established from the Guerrilla side. His Optic, they all spawn up to the top side of the map. They form a line going into the soccer field. And from there, LAG able to poke away at them. A frustrating start to this control. As for the first time, we've finally seen somebody get on an objective. How long will it last?
Optic Texas have a lot of bodies on this side of the map. It's all about chaining it with a couple kills. As the first tick is already in, the second tick is in now. I've also just got word from the stats team that they weren't able to complete that segment over towards B, so currently LAG up by 1.
Oh, okay.
With Optic Texas only 22 seconds
Oh, they
left.
didn't get that first tick, I guess?
You only have 2 segments.
Just to be able to do it. Well for Guerillas. You have Exceed trying to hit around so far, having a slow performance in this control, but he eventually does get found out. So right now for Ghosty, trying to be the sole man on the objective. He's got to go big, but he gets wiped away. It is a clean 3 down. Last man alive is going to be Hook. He's looking to hit the routes, but he will fall. And all Optic can do is shoot from afar.
I think they're up by 1 then.
Round and a solid one at that for LAG.
2.
So now if you are LAG,
Well, they just said that Optic didn't get one of the ticks, is what they said on the broadcast.
A lot of success early on.
They said LAG was up by 1,
which
is not what I saw.
Gets on that time.
Not what I saw either.
Your main focus is you can potentially close it out on this attacking round.
The game knows.
They just couldn't find that kill onto Hook. Just do the same exact thing that you have been doing so far. Make sure you complete at least 2 segments to guarantee yourself that defense going into this round 5.
Yeah, like I said, for the Guerillas, it's pretty standard. You know the situation that you're in. You know the score. Just a matter of doing the basics. Make sure you're doing the little stuff to guarantee that round 5 preferred side. As Arsenes is able to wipe away with 2 off the rip. I'm sure Hook not happy to see a spree like that. He's eager to try to turn things around. And we know when it comes down to the nuke, he is all about aggression. Feels like he's got dead silence at all times. Jay, he goes for the ego chow again. Not sure if we're all in favor of that gun engagement, but you can't.
Laggy.
Really get away from the typicalness of him trying to go for a fight like that. And I think Shotzi, he's stuck in a wall right now. I don't know what's going on, Jay.
Yeah, there's something going on, but it doesn't look like we're back. I think it's all good now. 45 seconds. LAG.
Timeout requested.
Had to try to get pushed up as the timeout has been requested, but don't know if it's going to be needed as a team kill does come in for Hook. LAG now able to stop that clock by getting on over towards A. 35 seconds as the first segment is about to be complete.
Yes, indeed, folks. We'll look to see what exactly is going on with the game. Meanwhile, we'll cast it as if it is all official. Currently, right now, to the side of Optic Texas, they're able to find a few there in a row. And right now for the Guerillas,
because if Optic win the round, I mean, even though Shotzi was lagging, they shouldn't fucking make replay it.
Grab a few of those. However, ends up
now, but if like everyone's lagging, if it's not just Shotzi.
Luke's been trying to make a play in the back for the longest of times, and
Yeah,
now it's time for dead silence to be rocked again. And boy, do they need him in a spot like this.
Oh, but if you are Optic, you don't want to give up this last segment because you have been able to outslay, but with LAG stacking towards his B point, they're able to secure themselves that defense going into round number 5. That's 3 dead in the feed. Last player up is going to be Assault, but job done. If you are the Guerillas, to at least secure yourself that defense going into round 5. I thought Optic had a lot of map control. Like Hook, he puts himself into white, but you want to try to set up that pinch. You want to get him off of that point because you were outslaying him in this game. You would have guaranteed yourself that defense going into round 5, but unfortunately, they don't find the kills in the right time. LG, they get that extra segment, and now Optic have to win an attack.
And what do you want to see? I mean, Jay, so far, what do you want to see from them? Like, what has been going wrong on their attacking sides? What do you want to see them try to come out with in this round 5 that maybe they haven't done up to this point so far?
I feel like Optic are trying to make the perfect play happen, trying to get a clean 4 dead before they execute towards one of these points. I would love to see them just commit their way over towards A, get that one out the way, extend time by a minute, so then you have 2 minutes to work with over towards that B point. All it takes is 1 to 2, 3 down, and then the round will be yours. Just try to close out one of these points nice and early so you have a lot of time to work with.
All right, getting word that we are currently pausing the game for the moment. We're still trying to figure, I think, exactly out what is going on with the game. It's the only thing that I've been given. So with that, we will continue to discuss this round number 5. So the map has been paused. Everything has stopped at its track. So with that, well, like I said, do our
They
best
might
to give you
replay
guys as
that
much
last
information
round,
as
but-
we can. I know we saw
Yeah.
a few moments where Shotzi's running into walls, so again, we'll see exactly what's going down with the game for right now. But as we said, Jay, for the moment, we have to act as if that result is currently what it is. Like you said, LAG, they do secure that defense moving into round 5, preferred position nonetheless, and it's a huge spot, right? This is a massive spot for both of these teams in the swing round situation. And with it all being said, Guerillas going up 2-1, what it could mean for their confidence. Optic Texas to come away with another respawn. That could also be huge. So we're being told that we're getting right back into this game, Jay. That's all we need. Just a brief little pause.
Oh, baby, we love that.
This is great. Love this.
We love that feature.
Yeah, it's
Right.
because they
Request.
won, so,
Stat
you know.
lines are still the same. Great feature in the Call of Duty is now Optic Texas. Now have to win an attacking round. They're going to send this time 2 players over towards A. They instantly get on the point. Great game plan so far. Not exactly what you want to do, though, if you are Hook.
Yes, let's say Hook just watches Shotzi's body just fly across Elasilo, and he will be able to escape for the moment. Try to stay alive behind enemy lines, but he quickly does get found out. Now for Optic Texas, they begin to pivot. They begin to force their way toward the other side of the map, and that is right where LAG are waiting. Into the jaws of death they run as Guerillas up early in lives.
And now Optic. With only a minute left. And all the spawns coming over towards White. You have to try to get these players out of your space. As Ghosty's at least able to take down Jodeci's from top mid, but now you're focused on where is Assault, where is Arcides, where is Jodeci's? As they are just finding all the kills in the feed. Optic, they go on 1 by 1. You need to take your time. You need to play trades because it's just making it super easy for the Guerillas.
Yeah, right now, based off of spawns, I'll let you know exactly where they're coming from. They just continue to pounce right into the line of fire.
Oh my gosh.
Our game is starting to heat up. Now at 5
Not
in a
looking
row,
good.
putting tags in. Optic Texas continue to run out into no man's land. Can anybody get onto the objective as they manage to find 2? It feels like this one is about to be over quite quick.
They barely were able to get on
He's
B.
able to find a few more.
They got 2
Now
people over
6
there. Oh.
nearly makes it 7. Shotzi's still up, but he's the only player that is pushed up. Hook is trying to stay up over toward this other side. Jumps on the point, and he gets found out too.
Everyone's just playing on their own, bro. That's not a team break it right there.
They have one last good look. Can they stay up? It doesn't look like it.
I'll just see you challenge everything.
Yeah.
One is done.
Wow, what a round right there from LAG to now put themselves up 2-1 in this series.
That was a team right there. That's a team.
Pretty sure
They're not playing as a
outslayed
team
by
right now.
almost 20 kills in that final round. They did just enough to secure that defense, put them in the trap, control the spawns, know exactly where they're coming from. That's got to be devastating right there for Optic. They outslayed, they held strong on the defensive side, just allowing LAG to have that one more segment complete. Doesn't allow them to get that defense in round number 5. And now, Lando, this series gets really scary for me because Optic Texas are going into a fortress hardpoint where on the season they are 0-2 compared to the Guerillas who are 3-3. But with this new roster for the Guerillas, they are 3-1 on this map. And it all comes down to their rotations, man. The SMGs put on a lot of pressure, but the ARs on the side of LAG and Assault and RCs are always going to set their SMGs up on the better side of the map.
And you and I chatted about it, you know, coming into this series. You and I go over, you know, the maps and modes, talk about the vetoes, etc. We're like, okay, you know, the hardpoint could be great for them when it comes down to this next fortress, but it feels like at times, at least the previous iterations of Optic Texas sometimes get overwhelmed. Like you said, those little fundamentals start to go out the window. So many things to think about, and I think.
Well, they played good in the first hard point, so they're gonna have to play good in the next hard point, and then have to pick it up in the last search. That's it.
Talked a lot about Ghosty's performance in challengers, how he's almost like a human radar in hardpoint when it comes to spawns. Can do a great job at giving really a good like bird's eye point of view on what's going on around the map, and I think they're definitely going to need it when it comes down to this fortress hardpoint. Will it be enough? We'll see, but if they do anything like they did in that opening hardpoint when it comes to slaying, rotations or not, they could just break every hill, buddy.
But that's what you think. But a map like Fortress is not really that kind of map. You know, for that P3, even for the P2s, we know that if you don't have that favorite spawn, you're probably not going to get time there. You You give it 1 or 2 good pushes, and if you don't find success, then you have to rotate early on. They are dead last in rotations, and they are dead last in breaking. So Ghosty has to come in. He has to change that all around versus a team in LAG who love this map. So tall task ahead for Optic Texas. Obviously, they come out swinging in that map number 1, but it's been all the Guerillas in the last 2. Very close nail biters of those maps. But now if you are Optic Texas, you just got to fix those fundamentals. One thing that really tends to irk me, though, is that I know Hook is out there getting all these fancy kills and stuff. Can we stop ego challenge so damn much? I'm telling you, like, he puts himself in these great positions. You find 2. Let's just play your life instead of trying to go for the 3rd kill. We need to play more fundamentally sound versus a team like LAG who will capitalize on that.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, we're in the hard point. You know, it's totally different when you're up by like 100 points, 150 points at a hard point in comparison to a 3v2 in Search Destroy, for example, or in a big spot in a control. I completely agree. I know at times we've talked about, you know, how he is that explosive player, and at times, you know, your greatest strength can also become your greatest weakness. Great opportunity now, though, for the Guerillas to potentially close out this series in just 4 games after just getting absolutely pulverized at that opening hard point. To say that LAG would come through and just, you know, potentially walk away with an X3, momentum-wise, we think you'd be crazy, but they answer back.
This could be the last map.
They have some great moments in that. As you said, they guarantee that defense here in LSCLO control. It's not been perfect, but they've grinded it out to this point. A young team, 3 members from the Challenger side just entering into their first qualifier together in Major 2. Really just trying to get back to a solid state, man. We held them in such high regard, and then it feels like right now we don't really know where to put these guys. A W today versus this Optic Texas team would surely put them on the right foot for sure.
Oh, yeah, without question, man. If you are LAG, not the best performance all throughout Major 2. You want to bounce back, and you want to bounce back immediately versus a team in Optic Texas who everyone had a lot of high hopes in ever since the addition of Ghosty. But now Optic Texas, this is where we find out what they're truly made of. This young rookie, down now 2-1 in the series. Communication has to be on point. The fundamentals have to be there because that's where LAG do not make mistakes. We know that they have the ability to slay, but you have to make sure you're getting to these hard points early.
Yeah, that's exactly right. As we talk about a Fortress hardpoint, it can be crazy, it can be chaotic at times. You can get overwhelmed by the amount of things that are going on your screen. So far, how about this performance from Exceed? I mean, as we said, just in that opening hardpoint, had a phenomenal performance despite getting absolutely destroyed. And that's the Search Destroy, goes 12 and 7 in the control. Not an amazing performance, but he goes on like a 5 or 6 spree to close out things in that round number 5. But what could be the final map of the series or the ticket to getting us to a game 5? We'll have to find out as we fly in toward Fortress. P1 is in, and it succeeds, starting things off with the first kill.
Yeah, see, starting it off, but that's going to be Shotzi and Ghosty combining for all 4, and already the spawns are now going to flip for Optic Texas. Exactly how you want to have a start. Only give it 8 seconds at P1. You get all your gunfights, and now you're forcing LAG to break out of the trap. As now with 25 seconds left, it's all about staying alive. You do not want to drop as now Exceed finds that kill. He's able to push his way on through P2. You got to pay attention where Shotzi's now going to spawn.
Yeah, he absolutely do. So right now, Hook decides to jump on the objective, wins that 1v1. As we said, with Exceed being where he is, he gets that close spawn. So now he's got his good old rookie compadre, his SMG duo, and Joe Deceives now to try to make the play.
Ghosty.
But Ghosty, nice little headshot. Nice play that LAG nearly make. Is onto the rookie to make the play. He secures the spawns, and Optic Texas have got P2 control.
Yeah, Optic Texas have full P2 control, and they are trapping LAG in towards the back. Guerillas probably have one more good push before they have to chalk this one up, but Assault taking out Dasher from top single is a nice opening. But try to execute this break. Shotzi trying to hold down Art. Shotzi's able to find 2. Last 2 players from LAG are going to push right on forward, but it's on Shotzi now. The only player from Optic Texas trying to hit that early rotation.
You can see he's almost like trying to make Assault give the comm that he's going for the rotation, but how in the world is he alive? He's making LAG absolutely sweat it. Not only are they trying to get to the hard point, but they're just trying to figure out where this guy happens to be. Pop's dead silence, and like a thief in the night, once more continuing to haunt the LA Guerillas. Is that about to be another one? Thankfully, Joe Deceives eventually there to cut him down. A solid start to this hard point for Optic, looking like the last one, but can this be the HP where LAG turn it around? That's a 3 men down situation to start. Solid job as we head to Fountain.
Again, able to hold on the first push. You have Joe Deceives, that player who's slowly trying to work around this pinch. She's just keeping those from Optic Texas all the way across the map as now they take care of him. Gonna put a lot of pressure. Use all your attacks to blow up all the trophies. Fire right on through the front. They're able to find the break. Now the kills are big if LG can pick them up.
And they absolutely do. Exceed just runs through with 3 again. That's 5 in a row. Once more for him. A great opportunity as he's able to seize it, and LAG continue to pile on the points, trying to get back in this game. But with those 20 seconds, I'm sure for Optic Texas, they're going to go ahead and decide to chalk it. But at the same time, LA Guerillas, they do a wonderful job at not just getting the time, but also breaking through the setup. This could be a chain of hard points, especially if Exceed's able to stay alive. He eventually falls, and so does Joe Deceives. A great opportunity for Guerillas, but this time it's squandered.
Yeah, now it's all on to Assault, though. The last player ups in towards top rails. He gets taken care of, so Optic do a great job of just fighting back to get control of those spawns. Now growing this lead a little bit more. Peekaboo, I see you. You know,
Chassis says, I see you in the window.
As Optic Texas with the full setup, gonna force LAG to try to break out through stage. Sending multiple players towards this side of the map. Arcedy's with the SMG, finds himself on a 3 spree. They're trying to set up the pinch from all angles.
And they also get the close spawn, so solid work there from Arcedy's, not just to put the Vaznev to good use, but also help get those spawns nice and close. Again, Exceed, every time we're on,
he's frying, man.
Feels like he is going for 4, 5, 6 kills in a row. There's the 5th again, 14 and 5 right now from Exceed. Just feels like nobody can touch him right now. Jumps inside the hard point as if he owns it. And right now, LAG find themselves down by 30.
This young man is taking over the game for LAG. Already double positive. And all the respawns that he has played. Now we find ourselves off the rotation over towards P5. It's going to be Optic with the early setup. They have trophies down. Exceed is going to
Cruise missile incoming.
This way you tell your teammates, throw your attacks so we can get these players off of the site.
Oh my gosh.
What's going to happen? He's able to find 3 down. Optic Texas now pushed out towards the back.
That is perfect work. It is perfect work from the Guerillas. They toss out the utility to make sure those trophies cannot be utilized. And then just from the top, it is the cruise missile who comes in and collapses the setup. After being down what was like 100 points, Guerillas have come alive once more in the hard point and are even threatening to maybe take that lead. We've got a 2v1 over at Blacksmith, and they're able to find that one as well. So currently, no question about it, Jay, who has really been able to bring this lead back. As we head into the second set of rotations, it is Exceed now sitting on 19 and 7.
19 and 7 from the young man. Let's step aside and listen to the comms with the Guerillas and see if they can close it out now.
P5 is top guy.
P5 weak.
Okay, open. 1 second around. Open. I spawn maps. I got secret close on you. On the truck behind you. For maps.
Gate, watch out.
Gate for maps, I think.
Truck, watch out. Truck for maps as well. Coming from maps.
Nice.
Good job. I didn't hear anything. Top up. Kill me, guys.
Yeah. Don't play straight.
I help turn. I got through. Double top single. Double
On P4, bottom P, 1 is P4 too.
Okay.
Third attacks.
P4, 1 bottom.
I'm ready. Okay.
P4, 1 bottom.
I'm through right now.
Should third attack
Good play, Joe. You shouldn't. Yeah, we should try to make through all
He's close. One shot. Close shot.
Nading and stunning it. Nading and stunning.
Might not be 2 guys.
I think he's our side.
That's on shot. Ghosty street 2.
Dude, I'm a bullet. I can't cross. I'm crossing. I got naded. I died. Somebody's gonna have to cross.
I'll get time.
Nice job.
I'm jumping top, bro.
Side steps on me? Yeah.
Heard you. Work it, kill it. Work it together, guys.
Hopped up, I can't.
I spawn P5.
Top track. Hold on. Give me a second, Joe. Are you good? I got double stun.
One stop single. One stop single.
Yeah, dead.
He's up.
Singles, 1 shot.
He got me in T2 as well.
Fuck, bro. Okay,
One is top single. One is top single. I'm working left. I'm working left.
Singles are single. That one. Single.
I'm working the back.
Yo, you went double. Double dash. Good job. There's 2. On P1. Let's track it out. Let's get it back. There's one P. P5 pin. Keep track.
One shot. Hang. I'm so weak.
Nice.
Frame. He's there.
I spawned for
I'm looking
at
gate.
I got
pitch open.
My goodness, this Guerillas
Good
aggression.
comms, but Optic actually was able to get a good hold on P2 there.
The boys are fiery. They're
Yeah.
feeling good, but they got to be careful.
I agree though.
Because when
Good
it comes
comps.
down to that scoreline, Jay, they desperately need to have a solid hard point here at Fountain. Considered one of our better hard points in the game, but if it is Optic Texas who comes away with the break, that very well could be what decides this game.
Oh yeah, but that's a big kill. At least Exceed is able to find one, but look at his teammates.
LAG has just been holding this P3 like no other, bro.
Not making any mistakes.
Yeah.
He's reading every play that he needs to as he finds another 3 in the feed to secure the spawns. The pitch is now in. LAG with a great hold so far, now forcing Optic to just run straight on forward. They are set up for the pitch. I haven't seen Optic get a kill in such a long time. The SMGs from LAG so far putting on the pressure.
It's a 12-team streak, as we said. Take a look at him now. The boys are flying, and right now they are frying. Hello,
Cheese and
Joe!
rice.
That's now 5 in a row for him.
Not good.
Everybody having their opportunity
Almost a tie game.
with the spotlight item on him. An absolute highlight reel lately from the Guerillas as they are about to reclaim the lead. Over at Fountain, a full 60, and right now Joe DeSeeves is going for the route.
gosh.
Now they can 7, nearly makes it 8, but at the very least, Jay, he's got a cruise missile for the rest of the game.
He's got a cruise missile to work with, but what a play between Joe DeSeeves and Exceed to now allow LAG to take the lead for a little bit as Optic Texas is going to be fully set up for this P4. We just need to get a hold, man. You know what the
Joe
push is coming in.
DeSeeves is
Joe
frying
DeSeeves
now.
finds another 2. Now you have to get out of the point. You have to play for kills.
Ghosty goes behind the cells. Trying to prepare for what could be a break. You can tell he just doesn't feel comfortable to get inside of that hard point. Who could blame him, especially with the way that the Guerillas are playing at the moment. They've got a full-on swarm around the cannon. Shotzzy doing what he can to stay alive, but he's got no reinforcements. They've singled him out, and they've broken again.
They have broken again. Is now Optic Texas. Their spawns all the way across the map. The only player here that can contest is going to be Shotzzy. He gets taken care of. So the final 10 is going to go in favor of LAG. And now the split spawns come in. They're going to be able to win that rotation over towards next. Optic still putting on a lot of pressure. We have to make sure we're setting up for new because you got to keep in mind, Joe DeSeeves still has that cruise missile.
Yeah,
to work
Dash,
with.
he stuck around for too
Exactly
long.
right, and that very well could come into play when we're thinking about the future. We're thinking about, you know, the P1s, the P2s. So here comes one of the few streaks that you're going to have if you are LAG. Joe DeSeeves looking to bring it in. It's got Shotzzy's name on it. However, the trophies are able to save the day this time. Last time around, it was a good old 3-piece that opened things up for the Guerillas. This time, the trophies are able to remain stable. Back and forth we go. Now it's Optic who has grabbed the advantage. 200 points. And right now for LAG,
There you
they've
go,
got to
Dashy.
contest this. They cannot allow
Oh,
for
that
this
was
P5
Ghosty.
to go the
That was
opposite way.
Ghosty. You're right.
Yeah, they have to get out of this trap, man. You have to win a couple gunfights. Joe DeSeeves and Exceed once again, man. These guys are just all over the kill feed. And now with them getting those kills, Archides is now going to get that split spawn towards stage. He is going to get red, but at least if you are LAG, you get Optic off. 200 to 204.
Oh, that sounded gross.
The game has the potential to be closed out at
Don't
P1,
get
and it's
Optic
going to be
off.
Optic Texas there.
It's going to be about tied right now.
However, at the same time, Exceed
Optic does have
trying to make a
initial
play
rotation at
for
P1.
P2. As we talked about, you got to be aware of the current time, but with how close it is, it's going to be all about those spawns. And right now, it's up to Dashy. The man to try to do the job. Again, P1, that's fine. How do you handle business when it comes down to the spawns? They've got the close
There you go,
ones
Ghosty.
now moving forward. However, Ghosty puts through a big gunfight victory. And right now for LAG, they've invested a lot in trying to go for the spawns. Meanwhile, it has been uncontested time over at P1. They finally get involved in the fray. 225 to 201. It eventually works out for the Guerillas. A long-term play that finally manages
They had a
to go
split
the
spawn
direction.
again, though.
But now
Optics
LAG,
in the
they
back.
have them in the trap. 2 players from Optic Texas are going to spawn out towards stage. So
They didn't have anyone in their back base.
You have to watch all the angles.
Yes,
As
they're
Optic
only gonna,
Texas
if
are
they
able to
hold
get
this, they'll only be 10
3 in the
points
feed. They
for
cannot win
winning.
at P1. It's all about this rotation over towards next, and it's going to be Exceed here, nice and early alongside Assault.
It's about to be a trade. It's about to be a trade.
Yeah,
Dashy
baby.
Dashy!
It's got to be.
Yeah, baby.
Bruce able to
Oh,
stay up,
no.
however, eventually does get
They're
found
spawning
out.
back there.
And take a look at those spawns. It has been such a battle between
No.
both of these teams to have
Not
this
like this.
position. And we'll see now that the Guerillas
Okay.
hold it,
Oh.
what they can do with it.
Oh no.
Oh no, that's 3 dead. All 4
Oh,
dead now
no.
in the feed. LAG can win it here. It's about to be game time, Lando. 220 to 238. All you need to do
Oh,
is
no,
hold down
this is-
2 more pushes.
Can it be a break or will it be the hold? Potentially the final hard point of this series. Here comes Hook, eager to dive
There you
on
go.
forward.
He's the only guy.
There you go.
Exceed also will drop its 3 down to
Optic,
the feed.
yes.
And it's only 5 more points
Nice.
Another, and they will
Let's go,
be
Optic.
able to do it.
They're good at hard
That's what I
point.
like to see.
Crazy and wild hard point that had all of our heads spinning when it came down.
They gotta
to
win a
who
game
was
5.
gonna hold the spawns for
So
Gallows. Guerillas eventually awarded it, but Optic Texas find the late break. And with that,
Woo.
Jay, we've got ourselves a game 5.
Another one, Lando. Another one for us, man. I feel like every time we cast, we're always going to a game 5, brother. And I wouldn't want this series to end
32 and
any other way.
19
What a performance
for
for both
Exceed.
teams. LAG had great holds at
Shotzi,
that
34 and
P3.
26.
That was where they always were able to respond. But Optic Texas dominated. That
Let's go,
P2
Optic.
hard point. The turning point of the game, though, was at the very end of that P1, where LAG, they got all 4 dead. They're thinking that they have them in the trap towards the back of statue. But with 2 players spawning out towards stage, things get a little freaky. Optic Texas are able to clutch up in the very end. Wasn't the best stat line from all the players, but you see the guy who stands out, man. Shotzi was all over the map, just dancing left and right, making his kills look easy. As Optic Texas finally get their very first win of Fortress Hardpoint on the board.
And what a way to do it, right? It just feels like for the old Optic Texas team, you know, back in Major 2, it was about them holding, and right now it feels like it is all about the breaks. As they finally are able to do so at Gallows, they get the W. It's back-to-back hardpoint dubs. But so far, it has been everything else for LAG. It is either going to be a great respawn victory in the books for Optic Texas where they clutch it out, or it's going to be a 2-3-5 for the likes of LAG. It has been a crazy, crazy series up to this point, but somebody's got to close it out.
Someone's got to win a
off
map 5.
with a good old one.
Can an Optic's new team be the one to take home their initial honeymoon game, or will LAG put a stop to them right away? Optic's good at hardpoint, man. They're gonna, if they can get some of these other game modes figured out, they're gonna be tough to beat if they can win 1 and 4 consistently. All they gotta do is be good at control, and they don't even have to be good at search.
Yep, exactly.
If they can win 1, 3, 4, I mean, like I said, they don't even have to be good at search. They could just fucking shit on people. This will be the last map that I'm going to be casting today for the show. We'll be back tomorrow for probably 3 more games, probably tomorrow.
Yeah, I think so.
At least 2 of those. But
Yeah, it's already 5:30.
this has been a good game, though.
Yeah.
Good match. The search game was, well, the search match was close, so they got a shot at winning map 5. They just can't single chow, man.
Luke is a master of it.
Who can Shotzi both? They love it. And if they're winning their ones, they're duking. But if they're not,
Can't rely on that though.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. Probably get on to play some Call of Duty if you are here in a little bit after dinner.
Yeah, I'm done.
For a little bit.
I can stay up a little later tonight because I don't have to be at work for an hour later.
Drive time coming right up. Finish this out for the day. Only 42,000 viewers. They're all in Scum's watch party.
Yup. They're all dick riding.
The Call of Duty League is presented by the GMC Hummer.
Yep, Scump's at 81K.
The world's first all-electric
He's got double
super truck.
what the CEO broadcast has.
Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
Not for long once it goes to YouTube.
Oh boy, howdy friends, and welcome back. We've got ourselves a good old Game 5 that's getting ready to be on the card between the LA Guerillas and Optic Texas. Optic sporting their new lineup and their opening match with Dan Ghosty. On the other side
Why,
for the Guerillas, Jay, they are looking for some retribution. Had some great moments throughout the Major 2 qualifiers, but
Map 5, good luck.
deliver when it came to land. A big spot for both of these rosters and their opening match here of Major number 3. As we fly in for LSCLO Search and Destroy. How do you feel like this one's gonna go? Because I'll be honest, man, I have absolutely no idea how this is gonna wind out.
Well, Optic have only played this map once, and they were able to win it versus LA Thieves at Major 2 in a 6-4 fashion by just dominating the defensive rounds alongside the 13 bomb that Dashi was able to drop. But you just have to be prepared for what LAG likes to do when they're attacking rounds. The second best team in the game at just getting that bomb down quick and then forcing them to retake as the first blood already comes in for assault.
You can kind of tell, I think, for Optic Texas, aware of what we all know that LAG like to do here on LSCLO Search Destroy. Get the bomb down fast and allow for the opposition to retake. Shotzi looks to make the early hit to the soccer field, and he gets found out. Right now, Exceed with the big gun, and understandably so. Right now, he's sporting a 1.2 plus so far throughout this series. Yet to deliver a first pick for LAG, though.
So now in the 4v3, if you are LAG, you get that information. Unfortunately, the hit marker not able to take down Dashi. But it's 35 seconds. Look how much ground RCDs was able to cover. He's slowly trying to work his way up towards A. He's able to spot Dashi. Now this opens up that B plant for free.
It absolutely does. Oh my goodness, it was a great little challenge potentially there for Arshties. Gonna say Exceed is actually looking for the second pick there for the Guerillas. Now it's gonna be a 3 versus 2. That sniper continues to raid on out. He's found his pick on the Ghosty, and now it is all up to Hook. Going for the challenge. Able to find one onto assault, but he's got a lot of ground still to cover, Jay.
Yeah, a lot of ground he has to make up. 30 seconds. He has a chance to make this opportunity happen. Keep in mind, Joe Deceives, he's watching this angle. He's able to get that information, throw a shoulder. Now the double challenge is about to come in. Hook has to find both kills.
He headbutts the door. He's focused. He's ready. Hook says there's an opportunity to challenge him. Absolutely doing it. The problem being is that the Guerillas are not giving him anything to work with. As the time ticks away, LAG holds strong. They hold true.
Let's go.
They end up walking away with our first round.
That's good stuff right there from LAG. Just completely throw the stats out the window. We know that they're one of the fastest plant teams that we have in the game. This time they slow it down. They know that Optic have a couple players who are going to try to get aggressive. As Assault is able to take that first blood. Then Arshties edging his way up all the way towards that B-bomb to find the second. Freeze up that site. LG just take their time, fill out the very first round, and take it. Now 1.0.
Very well collective round from LAG. Everybody getting a kill. Love to see that. And how about this opening strategy here from the rookies, the SMGs of the Guerillas. Both players making a quick flank, and Exceed knows exactly where Ghosty's going to be hiding. Great work from the Guerillas to instantly cause a bit of problems toward the back lines. Meanwhile, Optic Texas trying to get that objective down. They're able to do so. 3v4 LAG with numbers.
3v4, 40 seconds on the retake for the Guerillas. Optic Texas need to try to even up the numbers. Want to play it patient. You plan it for that stretch so you can see it from multiple different angles. It's all about these kills after. Hoop is able to find the first. The nade comes in. He's able to step up to the second, and Dashi finds the third. What looked to be a 4v3 is now a 1v3, all left up to Assault.
And best of luck. As he runs right into a nade, he just doesn't know where anybody is.
Okay.
He's looking for some help. He's looking for some support.
Good response.
Runs the corner, spots a nade, and then from there, he eventually drops. Because AJ, that looked like a very promising start for the Guerillas given the plays, but it is Hook who ends up having words for Bolt, Exceed, and Joe Deceives, finding that 2, forcing them in to that bomb site. And great work despite being a man down 1-1.
1-1 now. So now if you are Optic Texas, let's just fill them out. Let's spread map. We also want to put someone in towards that A site to not give up that bomb plant for free, but no one should really try to be over-aggressive here because LAG, they're prepared for it. As you're going to have Shotzzy trying to go on that flank. He finds the timing onto Archides. Should be able to find the first.
Shotzzy
but
always
look at
won.
his dead silence. His dead silence about to run out.
Make a play on the flank, but as you said, that... Oh, I was going to say for a moment that dead silence runs out, but Archides there for the quick peek. He eventually falls, and it's 2 early ones here for Optic Texas. 1 for Shotzzy and 1 for Hook. And currently for LAG, you're inside of the warehouse, and you are completely surrounded.
2v4. Joe Deceives is just going to try to get this bomb down. Make the play come to him as Assault has not been able to earn his dead silence yet. But they're able to get the sound cues. Dashy jumps down from top mid. He's able to take him down, and
Nice
Hook
play.
finds the final.
7-1 for Hook. He's frying.
To close this one out. Was talking about less ego challenge,
One
but
is
7-1
streaking.
stat line on a fire spree. You can do whatever the hell you want. Hook the nuke. Optic Texas now up 2-1.
Hook's having a great time, man. He's just enjoying a bit of LSC.
Some
You don't get
parkour.
a chance to do that very often. You know, when you're in the middle of a series, it's a game 5. You know what? Let's do some parkour moves. Why not? Props to that man. He's doing it all right now, whether he's hitting some cool little 180s or if he's hitting the 180s in the actual game. Great start so far for Hook, as he's obviously led the way for Optic Texas throughout our first 3 rounds, giving the boys that 2-1 advantage. But you still see it. The smiles are out for the Guerillas. They're still feeling good, Jay.
Yeah, you should definitely still be feeling good. Because the score line is only 2-1. So now for LAG, have to respond with another defensive round. As Optic Texas
Sounded like a
played nice and slow
cannonball.
this time around. Use your attacks to get some information in towards the site. Do we see the Celium wallbang? Yes, we do. So that player is going to be a little bit hurt behind that couch, but the nade doesn't connect. Optic Texas have to slow this one down.
However, 2 players making their way up through that ammo alley. Just behind the door is going to be Archides. He puts in a few bullets through the door. Dashy tries to go for the flank, but it's Shotzzy who's able to handle business regardless. Continuing to fly. Dashy and Hook come away with 2.
1v2. Yeah.
First missile confirmed. It is
There
earned.
we
There you
Optic
go.
With the aggression. End up finding all 4. That is 3
See, that was
rounds in
still
row
a good
now for them.
teamwork. He didn't.
I thought
Shotzzy
that
didn't
was
wait
gonna be
for
a
him,
scare when
but
they got double
he
stuff
would have got
towards the alley,
traded.
but
But if
Archides
Shotzzy
does
would have
not
waited
open
for
the
him, he
door.
definitely would have
Doesn't
been
commit to
killed.
the
That's the
challenge, and
thing, you know.
eventually
Shotzzy
gets
took
taken
the
down, but Hook
50-50
is
gunfight. He
taking
won it,
over
but
in this game 5.
he didn't need
9
to.
and 1 stat line, already a
Yeah.
cruise missile earned. So you're basically gonna be able to shut down that push. If LAG try to push over towards B, this is where you potentially change your setup, double stack your SMGs in towards that A bomb.
But that's the X factor, though, you know.
Yeah, well,
Goodness sake. I mean, just look at the
he's been
scoreline.
doing that the
Like,
same way for years, I
5
suppose,
kills
you
to
know.
the other 3 players combined. Incredible work for Hook. This time he'll be able to watch his good old buddy Shotzzy find that
9-1
opening
now.
first blood. So as we talk about for LAG, a team that is very tricky on their attacks on El Asilo. This time it's Optic Texas. At least start things off quite nicely. But at the same time, Archides looking for information and hunting for what could be a huge pick. A massive round right now for them. A potential of going down 4-1. And right now they're relying on him to come away with the plays.
Yeah, Joe Deceives though. With 45 seconds, Optic, they're not budging. They're just trying to hold strong. They're gonna give up this bomb plan. And
Yeah.
strike. The sound
Oh,
cue's
he
coming
was
in.
ready
Shotzi's
for
ready
him.
for the gunfight. All left up to Assault in another 1v4 situation. He finds the first onto Shotzi, but Hook
go,
has him
baby.
lined up.
Let's go,
Hook is
baby.
able to hit the shots.
Hook's
with
gonna
the
be like
fastest.
12-1.
And I'm pretty sure that young man in the nuke is now on an ace spree. 10-1.
Oh shit, okay, he's gonna be
in this game.
15-1. Sorry.
Feels like we've talked about everybody coming into Major 3.
2 more
but
rounds.
Hook. We've talked about Shotzzy. We've talked about how his game's going to be impacted. Obviously, Dashy. And no surprise, Ghosty, the talk of the town. But you've got to give some love to Hook the Nuke. Performing great at that opening hard point and coming to play when the team needs him most in the search and destroy at 10-1. He's already got the cruise missile. And right now he looks like a streak himself. Could look to invest it in this round. We'll see what the look appears to be right now for Optic Texas as they come into a valuable round. And understandably so. We'll see what information he can find and what kills potentially that Hook can find.
And keep in mind that Ghosty is that bomb carrier, so now he knows that all the players are playing over towards that middle map. Ghosty, you should have a free reign over towards this B site, but Exceed, he's able to at least take him down. So now that's bomb down. Shots, he's able to find 2 over towards Courtyard. 3v2 left up to the SMGs on LAG.
See if the rookies can come away with the big one. Jonas Eves able to find 1. Now it brings it to a 2v2. Problem being is that Hook is still alive. Thankfully, Dashi lightens the load that much more. Brings it in. Now to a 1v1 in terms of this position. Hook's going to wait for Dashi to arrive. Pops dead silence, and can he escape with his life? You bet he will. And right now for Jonas Eves, can he make his
There
way
we
here?
go.
Yeah.
Oh, Hook!
Yes.
The snapper again. I think has some assistance potentially in that gunfight, but he can do no wrong. And of
Still
course,
alive. 11-1.
it is Hook to do it. 11-1.
One more
and
round.
1 round away.
Come on,
From
Optic.
closing out this game 5 for Optic.
Man, that guy is just taking over. Just chows after chows. Winning all the one-on-ones that he needs to. Alongside his SMG duo and Shotzi, who opens up that round with 2-piece. But now it's going to put Optic at game point in this game 5. They usually have a lot of ice in this game 5. 6-1 overall record. Can they potentially make it 7-1 in this final round?
Honestly, man, can
Nice.
hit double digits? That's my question, Bruce. Off to a great start. Thankfully, if you are an LAG fan, Exceed is at least able to even things up with a 3v3. Shiatzi on the ladder somehow stays alive. Movement continues to impress. And for LAG, there's going to be a frustrating fight to not win.
Without question, man. Because now it's in a 3v3. The bomb is still going to be down. Arcitys invested that dead silence alongside Assault. So this is when they have to try to make a move.
Oh.
It's just going to chow again. Finds another one-on-one versus Arcitys 10 streak in the search.
What in the
One
world
more and
was
he's
that?
streaking again.
That was an
Snapper, brother.
Oh.
Oh, my.
11
Oh, no, maybe
in
one more
a
now.
row. 13-1.
Oh, no, man, he
and
can't see.
Exceed
One
has
more.
got to
Let's
be
go.
Oh, baby.
as Hook does
Optic,
Optic.
take it.
it gives
Off the snapback of Hook.
the game
14-1.
victory.
I said 15-1. I was 1 off.
Who said Dashy
Yeah.
last time we played
Damn, man. Holy crap.
with you dropping 13,
Great search
but I'm
game
gonna
from
one up
Optic.
you this time around,
That's
and
good.
I'm
It's
gonna
gonna
go
make for a
14-1
good tactical rap
on a
video.
12 spree to close out.
Any final thoughts, Kat?
Go Optic.
Go Optic. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll be here tomorrow for more Call of Duty action. Stay tuned.